Thank you for inviting me today. So I'm Emma Boulton, I'm a producer at Watershed. Quick show of hands, who knows of Watershed? Oh, that makes me very happy to hear. It means I'll do a whistle-stop bit for that intro. But how many people have heard of the Pervasive Media Studio? Okay, slightly less hands, but still a good amount. So just as a bit of context, Watershed is a registered charity, literally just down on the harbour side. We opened in 1982 and declared ourselves as Britain's first media centre, seeking to capture and contextualise on the shift of media at a time in which satellite TV and Channel 4 were launching. As an organisation, we focus on togetherness and creating inclusive and accessible experiences that fire imaginations both in our building, online and across the world. We're a hub that comprises of cinema, cafe bar, event space, and a creative technology research and development space, the Pervasive Media Studio. So the studio was born out of a desire for open innovation. It's a collaboration between Watershed, the University of the West of England, and the University of Bristol. And it's a space in which research, creative practices, technology come together to form new collaborations, new spaces for ideas, practices, products, researches, experiences, and partnerships. We have a community of up to 200 residents and a network of much more, 400 and beyond. And a lot of our work kind of is focused on technology and specifically the social, cultural impact of new and emergent technologies. We want to explore those possibilities, those opportunities, and the possible futures and imaginings of these. I wanted to share this quote from David Graeber that we frequently use in the studio in our work and presentations, which kind of articulates our idea of imagining different futures, different possibilities, or having a different type of thinking. So in the last few years, we've seen a rapid rise in the power of machine learning, which has led to a much greater public consciousness and presence of so-called artificial intelligence in many aspects of our daily life, including much hype, much concern, and anxiety. Creative professionals are understandably concerned with how these technologies are being deployed, and others have enthusiastically embraced them and bringing them into their businesses, their products, and their practices. We wanted to have a wider conversation about these technologies and the possibilities within them, the impacts that they could potentially have, not only on the creative industries, but society and culture as more of a whole. So we kind of started with this thinking of supporting a year-long kind of strand of thinking that we called Other Minds. Rather than seeing AI, machine learning, algorithms as a tool for productivity or efficiency, we wanted to go from the position of what if we saw this as, or these technologies, as one of the many intelligences within our world that we could collaborate with, possibly to see the world in a different light or to create new experiences. So as part of this larger body of work and this kind of conversation, we've supported a number of projects that are individuals experimenting with AI in different ways. And I'm going to run through a few of them. I am going to be referring to my notes because I want to do all of the wonderful people that have produced these projects the justice and how they talk and describe these. So if you see my eyes glance down more, that's why. So our first one is Patterns in Practice. It is a research project that seeks to enhance the understanding of how human beliefs, values, and feelings affect how we engage with data mining and machine learning. In partnership with the University of Sheffield and the University of the West of England, we hosted an artist residency where we had invited artist Craig Scott come and undertake a research project called Improvised Human-Machine Conversations, Instrumental Extensions and Amputations. This explores our evolving human relationship with technological appendages, its effect on personal and collective mental health, perceptions of reality, and how we relate to our own bodies, tools, and each other. So during this residency, Craig built a new form of guitar that uses machine learning and curated data to partially control the instrument whilst it's played with an improvising musician. So this is effectively Craig playing, and he is an improvisational musician anyway, but playing with an intelligence at the same time. Now I'm hoping this is going to play, but I'm going to play the video before I explain what this is. Okay, the white text at the top is really bad. Sorry about that, but I'll read the name out. This is How Not to Get Hit by a Self-Driving Car. Some of you might have seen this last year. So it's a collaboration between Tabakihara and Studio Playful, and was commissioned as part of last year's Playable City Sandbox, which was supported by the My World program. So this project is a street-based game that challenges anyone to avoid detection by an AI-powered computer. When you join the game, players appear on a large LED screen, assigned with a detection percentage that raises as the AI recognizes them more as pedestrians, or sometimes other things, like balls, birds, bikes. If the percentage surpasses a specific threshold, the game ends. But in order to win, the players must cleverly dodge the AI's detection and reach the end goal undetected. And at the very end, you can decide to give that recording to the AI so that it might continue to learn off how you've just beaten it. But through technology like surveillance cameras and self-driving cars, these advanced image recognition systems are quietly being installed in public spaces without public awareness. By enabling anyone to play, the game aims to become an experiential platform to understanding the workings of these systems, foster dialogue about the challenges and potential dangers that these present. So moving from one sandbox to another, Sandbox for Watershed is a creative research development program. Its methodology provides facilitated space where the participants have a chance to transform an experimental idea into the earliest working prototype in a period of about 3 months. Much like our last one, this is also supported by My World. I've just been given the 1-minute thing, so we're going to move real quick. This is the only slide of questions I have. In this kind of conversation, we commissioned 6 teams to think about how AI is being used in the space. So we posed them with these questions. If you have a camera, please take a picture. I don't have time to read them out. And what we're going to be doing for the next month or so is we have another 6 teams that are all thinking and experimenting with AI differently. And these projects listed here, they are ranging from interactive installations that are rethinking what intelligence might mean in an embodied sense, how we could look at disability as a means to think of technology and AI in particular, or even create new musical experiences by thinking about AI as the conductor of an experience. Thank you very much. I'll just leave that there.